Hi guys, so in today's video I thought I'd share with you my new enclosure. I'd also like to apologise for being away for so long. Recently just built this. This is my 60 by 45 by 60 Exoterra. This houses my Leachianus gecko. I started off by blacking out the sides and back with black vinyl wrap. Instead of putting a background in, I thought I'd give this a try. This adds to security. I also feel it adds extra depth as it is slightly reflective and makes the enclosure look a lot bigger. It also gives extra room as I don't have to have a cork background in the back. This enclosure is fully bioactive. Has isopods, springtails, or various species of isopods, different sizes, etc, etc. I don't know what bioactive is. Bioactivity is basically replicating in the wild. To a certain extent. I have a lot of live plants, which means I can't really strip the enclosure to clean it. So I have these microorganisms, which are the springtails and isopods, that help break down any decaying leaf litter, plant matter, and also feces. And they then return it as extra nutrients back into the soil and yeah, just help keep everything nice and healthy. Obviously it's not totally sterile, you do still have to spot clean occasionally. I mean, if I do see poo, I will remove it. Basically it just keeps it cleaner than what it would, and also helps to prevent any mold growth. So yeah, we'll start off with a couple of the plants. Right here I've got a Viciera, I believe, a type of bromeliad. This can also be planted straight into the soil. It's not epiphytic, which it doesn't have to be mounted to the back or a branch, which brings me on to my next ones. These are some of my Neurogelias. I can't remember the species off the top of my head, but I do believe this one is a fireball. And they're also throwing a couple of pups. Also cable tied them to monkey lianabine that I'm using to the branch eventually. The locust did take a quite a chomping out of this one, unfortunately. So yeah, that kind of sucks, but other than that, they'll grow back. Well, they've still got a lot of growing to do, so I'm hoping it'll look better eventually. The centre we have a C. elegans, a type of palm. I really do like this plant. It's extremely green and gives some good coverage. Down here we have a type of spider plant. Again guys, I'm not very good with species, but these do really well in this sort of enclosure as long as they're not kept too wet. And then as you can see just in there, I have another spider plant. This one's a lot smaller, but will grow eventually into a fairly large plant, so I may have to remove that at some point, but for now it works. Some of the branches I'm using, guys, are cork, monkey lianabine from Bioactive Herbs, along with the dark bamboo. I believe the white bamboo I got off eBay at some point, but I've also seen Internet Reptile selling this quite frequently. So if you're looking to get something similar, always check them out. Very good companies. I'm using I believe this is an Exoterra liana. I've got two different thicknesses. And due to me spraying the enclosure, bamboo does get quite slippy. So I thought this would also aid in gripping. And it helps give a more natural look. But yeah, overall guys, I'm extremely happy with this enclosure. For lighting actually, which brings me on to the topic. I'm using a Arcadia hood, which is a T5 bulb, 10%, no 12%, and with this going through mesh, it should drop it by about half, I believe, so it'll be about 7%, and she does have a lot of areas to hide to escape the light if needs be. For plant lighting, I'm using a skylight. If you've not seen these before, Buzzard Reptiles and Aquatics sell them. These are one of the best lights on the market at the moment. They are also remote controllable, So you can have like a daylight setting where it dims in the morning and gradually gets brighter and then back to dim, replicating the natural behaviour of the sun. But yeah, overall these are really good lights. If you are looking for something top of the range, then I'd definitely recommend these over anything else. Down here, guys, we have my drainage. I can remove this cap, and this goes all the way to the bottom underneath my hydro rocks. Also, sorry about this mess, guys, I know it's a shithole. I've got about a couple of inches of drainage. This allows water to run straight through the soil and collect in the bottom and not into the substrate itself, which would cause it to go anaerobic and swampy. But yeah, if you have something to remove the excess water when it builds up, I definitely recommend it if you've got a high humidity species. Other than that, guys, it's basically it. Unfortunately, she is hiding at the moment, so I can't show you her, but I'll throw a picture on screen. I will also be doing a care video for her shortly, hopefully. I believe she's a she. I still need to sex her. But as you guys know, Leachianus can be the pit bulls of the reptile world. They're similar to turkeys in attitude sometimes. And mine is definitely not a happy gecko. But yeah, that's basically it, guys. Thanks for watching. If you did like, please hit that like button. It definitely helps a lot. I'll see you in the next one.